Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sutra-77. The light from within. Karanginya Krodanaya Bhairavya Lelihanaya Kecharya Drishtikalecha Paravapti Prakashate. In Karangini Krodana Bhairavi Lelihanika Kechari, the light that illumines alone remains. A mudra is a reflection. To see your reflection, you require a mirror or any reflecting surface. There is one sun that is shining above our head. If there are 1,000 mirrors reflecting the sun, you will see 1,000 individual suns, one sun in every mirror. The reflections on the sun are inseparable. If the sun disappears, the reflections will disappear, correct? The mind is like a mirror. Lord Shiva sees his own reflection in the mind and proclaims, Aham, I am the one reflected. Ah is Shiva and Ha is Bhairavi. Shiva is Prakasha and Bhairavi is Vimarsha. This is the reflection of the self in the mind. The reflection is Vimarsha. When the truth of the self is reflected in the mind, the sadhaka develops a desire to inquire into the nature of the truth. Vimarsha ignites a spark in the sadhaka. The spark is Vivekaha. Vivekaha is the guiding force. It is always available to us and we should only be willing to awaken it. This sutra describes Karangini, Krodana, Bhairavi, Lelihanika, Kechari, which are mudras mentioned both in the Yoga and the Tantra Shastram. Mudras are symbols that reflect divinity. They can be physical gestures or visualization. Mudras have deep meanings. They invoke the divinity in us. In Natya Shastra, various kinds of mudras are shown using hand gestures and expressions. In Shilpa Shastra, the deities hold various kinds of mudras as seen in the Natya Shastra. For example, to open a door, you require hands. Hands in a way serve as a key to the door. Similarly, mudras are the keys to awaken the divinity in us. If a thing must be known, you know it is based on its characteristics or lakshanam. Mudras are symbols that reflect the lakshanam of the reality. Mudras are tatastha lakshanam. When we meet a person, we greet by saying Namaskaram. We bring both the palms together in front of the heart with the fingers pointing upwards. This is Anjali Mudra. In Anjali Mudra, you recognize the divinity in yourself and connect with the divinity in the other. Observe the mind when you perform Anjali Mudra. In that moment, the mind is in the state of calmness. What is the significance of the Karangini, Krodana, Bhairavi, Lelihanika and Kechari mudras? The mudras mentioned in the sutra. Karanginya, Krodanaya, Bhairavya, Lelihanaya, Kecharya. Karanginya means skulls or bones. Krodana is anger. Lelihanika is flame. Lelihana also means thrusting out the tongue. Flames are like the tongue. Lelihanika. Bhairavi represents the Shakti. Bhairavi is also about stillness. Kechari means the one who moves in Akasha. Karanginya Krodhanaya Bhairavya Lelihanaya Kecharya cha Drishtikale Paravapti Prakashate. The mudras reflect Bhairava. Bhairava is the self, the truth. The yogi recognizes the truth in the mind. The truth is Aksharam. Aksharam is that which does not perish. Ksharam is that which is continuously changing and ultimately perishes. The world is Ksharam. It is continuously changing. It changes every moment. All that we experience now will perish in the future. Just visualize the environment you are living now and the world that you enjoy. What will happen to them in the next few hundred years? Your families, friends, neighbors, trees, plants, and the gardens around you, all will perish. Only skulls and bones will remain. In every corner you look, you will find only skulls and bones. Hence, it is appropriate to call the world as Smashana, isn't it? Karanginya means skulls or bones. When the world is visualized as mere skulls and bones, the sadhaka develops Vairagya. Vairagya is about the impermanence of the world and a deep desire within to seek permanence. It is about seeking the Aksharam. Karangini enables Vairagya. Vairagya does not mean that one should be totally detached from the world even while knowing the nature of the world. For example, a person may say that he is totally detached from the world. Yet, another one may say he is attached to the world. There is no major difference between them. In detachment and attachment, both are focused on the world alone. In Vairagya, attachment and detachment are absent. Karanginya in the sutra is about Vairagya. Lord Shiva is Smashanavasi. He is covered with ashes and always in meditation. The ash is the symbol of Aksharam, the imperishable. That which remains in the end after everything else is destroyed is the ash, the Vibhuti. That which is destroyed is Ksharam and the world is Ksharam. The Atman is Aksharam, the immortal. This is Atmajnanam. Karanginya is also about Atmajnanam. In Karanginya, the world is visualized as skulls and bones. The sadhaka develops Vairagya. Skulls and bones remind us about samhara or destruction. This is Krodhana, which is destruction or samhara. Shiva is samhara murti. Krodhana is also anger. Anger is the alankaram for Shiva. Manyave namaha. Samhara is destruction, but without samhara, there cannot be creation or srishti. We see farmers burn their land only to sow new seeds. Similarly, samhara paves way to a new srishti. Shiva's anger is Krodhana, which is the cause for srishti. Namaste Rudramanyava Utota Ishave Namaha. Why samhara? The srishti could have continued without destruction, isn't it? Let us turn this question back to us. Why do we sleep? In sleep, we get a glimpse of happiness. This glimpse is a glimpse of moksha. Sleep reminds us of moksha. Without sleep, the jiva will be continuously involved in karma without a break. There will be no desire for moksha. Hence, it is the compassion of Īśvara to give us a break from karma through samhara. This is pralaya. In pralaya, the creation goes to sleep. The universe returns to its unmanifested state, which is avyaktam. The universe remains in avyaktam before a new cycle of creation can begin. We experience pralaya every day in our sleep, which is called as nitya pralaya. The nitya pralaya gives us happiness. This tiny happiness is a glimpse of moksha. This is only to arise a curiosity in the individual, and at some stage, the individual wants to know what moksha is. By knowing the nature of the creation, the sadhaka develops vairagya, and the mind naturally turns inwards away from the worldly affairs. The sadhaka disengages from unnecessary actions and thoughts. The world that we have created around us is based on ahamkara. We are strongly identified with the world. This is ahamkara. When the ahamkara is finally destroyed, Shiva alone remains. This is jnana. In the fire of jnana, the thoughts and the actions are burnt. Our sleep, the nitya pralaya, is only a reminder for us to wake up. This is the nature of samhara. Let us understand that death happens before birth. Death is only a reminder. Bhagavan Ramana experienced death while living. This experience released him from the fear of death. Krodana is also about samhara, or samhara of ahamkara, because ahamkara keeps us in bondage. The sadhaka develops vairagya, which is karanginya, and then annihilates ahamkara, which is krodana. Having conquered ahamkara, the sadhaka is established in the oneness. He sees everything in the creation as interconnected. The individual self and the universal self are not different. Īśvara and Jiva are identical. When ahamkara is destroyed, Shiva alone remains. There is no separatedness. Bhairava is not separate from Bhairavi. This is the realization. Bhairavya in the sutra is this realization. This is the state of the jnani. The jnani is turned within. He is established in the I consciousness. The world doesn't trouble him anymore. Karanginya Krodana Bhairavya. Being established in the I consciousness, the jnana is burning like Agni within. Lelihanaya means flame. Lelihana also means thrusting out the tongue. Flames are like the tongue, Lelihanika. At this stage, the jnani must keep the flame burning within until the time the Viparita Buddhi is annihilated. Viparita Buddhi, or the habitual patterns, or the old habits that keep appearing now and then. The jnani should not be distracted by the old habits. The mind should be directed towards Brahma Abhyasa. Brahma Abhyasa is Nididhyasana Sadhana. I am Nitya Mukta. I am Nitya Mukta Swarupaha. I am eternally free. This is the nature of Brahma Abhyasa. The jnani assimilates the knowledge to the point that it becomes his being. Karanginya Krodana Bhairavya, or the jnani's wealth or sampat. The jnani wears them like a Rudrakshamala. Vairagya, the destroyed ahamkara, and being established in the oneness, these are like the beads that the jnani wears as the Rudrakshamala. The jnana Agni, Lelihanaya, is burning within. Bhairavi is Lelihana, the nature of I consciousness. With Brahma Abhyasa, the jnani's mind is filled with sajatiya vritti. Sajatiya means every thought in the mind is related to the Atman alone. The mind may have millions of thoughts, but every thought is related to the Atman. This is the palan of Brahma Abhyasa or Nididhyasana Sadhanam. Jnanam is now the Anubhuti. It is Aparoksha Jnanam. The Jnani is the yogi. The yogi is established in Shiva consciousness and recognizes this consciousness in every being. This Jnanam is now the yogi's Swabhavam. It is with the yogi naturally. The yogi is firmly established in the Atman. This is the state of Kechari. Kechari also means moving in Akasha. Akasha is the closest example to understand the Atman. Akasha is infinite, subtle and all-pervading. The entire creation is contained in the Akasha. The Atman is all-pervading, infinite and subtlest of the subtle. The Atman is the Adharam for everything. The yogi is totally established in this state. Karangini, Krodana, Bhairavi, Lelihanika, Kechari. All these are taken up together and not dealt independently. Kechari becomes the final goal of the sadhaka. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the mudras will be dealt differently. We should remember Vijñāna-Bhairava-Tantra is a Tantra Shastram. Tantra is about the mind. Now the question on dharana. What dharana should one do for this sutra? The dharana is about turning the mind away from the world towards the Atman. Firstly, the individual should develop vairagyam. Vairagyam becomes the foundation to realize the Atman. This is about realizing that the Atman is in me and also about seeing the Atman everywhere. The Atman is Bhairava. This is about hearing the truth, reflecting on the truth and then meditating on the truth. This is about Shavana, Manana and Nididhyasana. Karanginya, Krodanaya, Bhairavya, Lelihanaya, Kecharya, Drishtikalecha, Paravapti Prakashate. In Karangini, Krodana, Bhairavi, Lelihanika, Kechari, the light that illumines alone remains.